きりがないから。
グルコサミンでクッション成分を補給してアイハで自給自足を促す。なるほど。でこの2つの成分が同時に膝の曲げ伸ばしをサポートしてくれるというとてもよくできた商品なんですよね。
タマゴサミンには N アセチルグルコサミン、濃縮コンドロイチン、2型コラーゲンの3つの軟骨成分に加え新成分アイハを配合。3つの軟骨成分とアイハの力で毎日をサポートします。
で今いろいろと対策しているけれども、もっともっと良くなりたい、なかなか結果が出なくて諦めてしまった方もですね、ラストチャンスだと思って試してみませんか。ファーマフーズがですね10年間かけて研究、その結果発見されたアイハを配合、しかもちゃんとグルコサミンも入っているんですよ。
へー、でもそれだけ研究した商品なんですからね、やっぱりお値段気になりますね。
ここから詰めていかないといけません。タマゴサミンはですね、新成分アイハに加えましてグルコサミン、コンドロイチン、コラーゲンも配合です。
make sure I correct it because I've been focused. So focused against it, so I shouldn't commit the same mistake. So I wanted to make sure half the borrowers in my program are one. And it was a custom. Women say, no, don't get it, don't get it. So I don't know what to do. I keep on explaining to my students because I'm working with the students working together. They were very frustrated working with the girl students who were working with me. They said, maybe you should forget about them. They say they don't know anything. I said, no, that's not the way. When you hear that they're saying they cannot do anything, they're afraid of money, they don't want to create trouble for the family, always remember this is the history which is making them say that. Because history makes them so fearful of everything that happens new. So they want to cling to the old things. They don't want to expose themselves to the danger of exposing themselves. I said, we have to kill off the fear. Let them fear. It takes time. So we go back again and again, build confidence in them. It took us 6 years in doing that. Then we came to 50-50. Then we saw something new coming up. Money going to the family through women brought so much more benefit to the family than the same amount of money going to the family through men. And you can write a whole book on that. Because the differences that you see is so visible, so obvious doing that. Every family you have that. Then we said, why are we having this restriction of 50% for women? Why didn't you open it up? Then we opened it up and focused on women. It slowed down our work so much because men are just jumping around and taking money. Here women are so relaxed and make sure that she understands everything. So we accepted that. But gradually jumped up to 60%, 70%. And when beyond 90%, then we say, let's slow down so that we can fit some men into the picture. So we stopped at 97%. That's how we remain 97% forever. So that we don't feel negative. But when we came to the USA, they didn't bother about men. Just went straight to women and just done fantastic job. So one last question, please. But don't worry, you guys get lost. Don't worry. Go ahead. One last question. Today.
I'm Melissa. Earlier you were mentioning how it's really cutting that 14 million people a year entering the workforce and how everyone should be an entrepreneur and going into social business. It seems like a very small percentage of people are willing to become an entrepreneur and even a smaller percentage are willing to go into social business. What's going to have to change to mobilize young people to get into social business?
You always feel inspired. The previous question was what is successful businesses, entrepreneurs coming out. I should encourage what I already explained to the young people in Bangladesh. If you're a illiterate mother who never had any experience of business of any kind, she doesn't even watch TV, she doesn't know how business is done. If she can become an entrepreneur, not one, millions of them in Bangladesh, now for the millions of them in the US, and 300 millions of them worldwide, I don't believe people are not entrepreneurs. I believe they are entrepreneurs. Simply our system that we built suppressed it, locked it up, said you have to have a job. So everybody's running around with the CDs, the recommendations, telephone calls, so that I can get a little job with you, so that my life is done. I said that's not what the human beings are created for. It is wrongly designed. Our mind is twisted around to make us believe that job is the only thing that we have to do. Our education system is twisted around. Our family conversation is twisted around because that's what the theory says. You are born to work for somebody else. I said we're not born to work for somebody else. I'm a free person. I do things on my own way. I unleash my own energy on creative power. So once we establish that, everybody will be entrepreneur. So in order to why did all these women become entrepreneurs? Because we put the money on the table. So that's the only thing we could say. So when you see money on the table, I said, why am I sitting around getting money? I can do something. So today that money doesn't exist. In the schools and colleges, you traditionally see recruiters coming from different companies. You see them all the time. And if which recruiter you can discuss, you can get a job in that company. No financier comes into the campus saying that if you want to be an entrepreneur, this is what facility we give, this is our social venture, this is this venture, this is that, we are better than everybody else, even if you fail, this is okay for you. All kinds of attractive opportunities. Nobody comes. So I don't know how to become an entrepreneur. In empty hand, you cannot be an entrepreneur. You need some money in your hand. And the financial institution is responsible to provide that money. I said, in order to get $1, you need $1. Without the first $1, you don't get the next $1. But nobody gives the first $1 in the hands of an unemployed young person. That's the fact. You may have the most brilliant idea of business. You go to any bank, any investor, they will just throw you out. Who are you? So that's the trouble. Professor, it is an honor pleasure to have one of the true designers of our time here with us today. Please help me thank Professor Bob Unit. Thank you. For the heroes, we have some of the for the questioners. Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you.
Oftentimes, when things are in that moment of transition, we are not able to see it. We can't perceive it clearly. So I woke up the next morning after getting laid off, and I said, well, just gonna get out there, and I'm gonna have to look for another job. But it didn't quite work that way. It turned out that the day that I'd been laid off was Monday, September 10th, 2001. I woke up the next morning, and me being out of the job was the least of anyone's problems. Now, today, many of you guys are working in robust and growing industries. We're here speaking at Google. Google is doing very well. But of course, what we've learned is it's not just industries that can change, it's also jobs that can change. We know from our own experience that the things that we're hired to do today may be very different from the things that we're wanted and expected to do down the road. There's a gentleman that I interviewed for my first book, Reinventing You, Stephen Rice, who at the time was a high-ranking HR executive in Silicon Valley. He told me that one of the questions that he always asked the most senior candidates when they were coming in for their final interviews was, how are you reinventing yourself? Not are you reinventing yourself, not how would you reinvent yourself, but how are you presently reinventing yourself? He wanted an answer. And if he didn't hear one, he said they were not a fit, because the number one skill, the foundational skill that we all have today is adaptability. If you have that, you can evolve, you can change, you can move into the new direction and make your transition seamless regardless of what's going on in the outside world. If you don't have that, things can often be quite difficult. Now, I know for Google, for instance, that one of the foundational principles is encouraging you guys to move around within the organization, to build new skills, to try new things, which I think is incredibly important. We have to keep pushing ourselves. But what I've come to realize in those years since I was first laid off, since I started out as a journalist, I've reinvented myself to become an author. Today, as I'm speaking, we have a new book that I just launched called Entrepreneurial You. I've started to teach, be a professor, I consult and speak, but mostly I've been doing research about this question, about how in the modern workforce we can still succeed, even with everything changing around us. And today I want to share with you some of the fruits of that research over the years, about strategies that we can all employ, not just entrepreneurs, not just people running their own businesses, but people who have day jobs that they love. Strategies about how we can all do more entrepreneurial, think more entrepreneurially in our work. Because when we do that, that's not just about a methodology for starting a business. It's about a way of being. It's about embracing adaptability.
11時。11時0。はあ。